Okay, look, I'm not gonna do what I typically do and upload, my round by round take of the fight, as the fight is actually happening. I'm not gonna do that with the Alida Alvarez and John Pascal fight. I'm gonna literally break down the fight for you guys right now. John Pascal did absolutely fucking nothing in this fight. He fought in spurts in this fight. He and it wasn't every round where he fought in spurts either. Alida Alvarez took the lead in the fight, and he kept the lead. He worked his jab. He landed his jab. He kept coming forward. And even when Pascal did land good punches that Steve Farhood saw were good enough to give him entire rounds for, they didn't even hurt Alida Alvarez. At least he wasn't visibly hurt or shaken up like John Pascal was in the fight. I'm totally unimpressed. I'm not impressed with this performance at all. I believe that if John Pascal is going to continue to box, if he's going to box like this, he needs to retire. I'm going to be honest with you. Because he's not beating anybody in the top 5. And his performance tonight, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't see him beating anybody in the top 10 with that performance. This performance was horrible. And which round was it? The 10th or the 11th round, when he came at Alida Alvarez with the headbutt, with the E Honda headbutt, with the double punch to the Ip Man double punch to the side, both sides of his head move. I don't know what the fuck John Pascal was doing, man, but I am not impressed with this fight at all. But they're reading the scorecards now. One judge had it a draw. Bullshit. One judge had it 117, 111. Another judge had it 116, 112 for Alida Alvarez. Yeah. I thought he was about to get robbed, but no, they saw the fight right. He won it, but a draw? The judge who had that a draw should get punched in their fucking neck, because that was not a draw. He beat the shit out of John. Well, I won't say he beat the shit out of John Pascal, but he was kicking his ass all those rounds. Every round, he was kicking his ass. He kept a jab in his face. John Pascal, what he was doing, if any of you guys watch that fight, any kids out there who want to get into boxing or any novice to boxing, what John Pascal was not doing was not boxing. He was in the ring sparring. He wasn't boxing. He was holding his left hand down way too low. He didn't have his right hand by his chin. He had it kind of up and to the side of his head. He wasn't protecting himself, which is why he was getting caught with all of those jabs and pretty much everything Alida Alvarez threw at him. I wasn't impressed with John Pascal tonight. He's not beating Andre Ward. He's not beating what's the kid? Sergey Kovalev, the scumbag. He's not beating him. He's not beating Sullivan Barrera. He's not beating these guys, man. He's not beating Andrew Fonfara. He's not beating Adonis Stevenson. He's not beating these guys, man. I'm just saying. With this performance tonight, no, he's not beating these guys. And I don't think he hurt Alida Alvarez at all in this fight. I'm not going to do the 12, each round posting it and everything, because this fight it's not even worth it. What I'm giving you guys now is what I saw in the fight. From round 1 to round 12, John Pascal did not work. He barely threw any jabs. Round 1, he hardly threw a punch. He landed one punch in round 1, and Steve Farhood saw that fit to give him the round. But Alida Alvarez still outpunched him and outlanded. He won that round. Round 3, John Pascal had a good flurry. Towards the end of the round, again, Alida Alvarez was coming forward and landing his jab and his right hand behind the jab. So he won that round too. Steve Farhood gifted him that round, and he didn't win that round. There are a couple other rounds that you could possibly give him, but I'm not being that generous with a guy who goes through the round and takes 2/3 of the round off and works towards the ass end of the round to try and steal the round with these fantastic feats of prestidigitation. Because that's what it was. He was trying to use sleight of hand to win the rounds, to steal the rounds from him, and it didn't work. Not a good fight, man. Not a good fight. I know he's got Roy Jones Jr. in this corner, but I don't give a flying fuck. I like Roy. Roy's a legend, but fuck that. John Pascal lost the fight, and he's saying, and I got to tell you right now what he's saying, I have no respect for this shit at all.
Majority decision here this evening. This was a huge fight for you based on what has gone on the past couple of years. Where do you go now after having such a courageous fight this evening and fighting so well? But, what's your path now forward?
Right now, I really don't know. I need to sit down with my team, but I know for a fact that I pleased the crowd. We had a tremendous fight, and I'm going to sit down with my team and see what's next for me.
You're tremendously popular. I know you have great appreciation for the fans here tonight. Did that propel you somewhat, all of the support that you've had here?
I love my fans. I think I got the best fans in the world. I love Montreal. I love Quebec. Thanks for your support. And I will have to have a rematch because it was a close fight. And we'll see what's next for me.
All right, John Pascal. Thank you so much.
Well, it's not over till it's over.
All right, Mauro. Back to you. All right, thank you very much, Jim. Later, Alvarez maintains his mandatory challenger status for the WBC light heavyweight title. Picks up a majority decision win, although BC, I think the majority of the people watching will think that it's a clear win for Mr. Alvarez, as our official scores had it 114. Richard DeCarafel, at least Rodolfo Ramirez, and the other judge had it for Alvarez. Let's bring in Steve Farhood. How did you have it?
Mo, I had it 117-111, same as Ramirez. 2 quick points on the scoring. Pascal was actually successful in stealing a couple of the rounds. The first, the 7th, the 10th. He won those rounds on the card with weight flurry. DeCarafel got to 114 by giving Pascal 5 of the last 6 rounds. That's the way we saw it.
Scoring might mar the decision, but a big victory for later Alvarez. Let's go back to Brian Custer.
I'm sorry, but John Pascal is fucking delusional. He's taking LSD. Of course, I'm just talking shit. He didn't win that fight. That fight was not fucking close. If you actually saw the fight, for you guys who didn't see the fight, here's the voice of truth and reason. He didn't win the fight, okay? It wasn't close. John Pascal is fucking delusional. He took too many disco biscuits to the fucking brain this time to actually give you an accurate account of what just happened. He did not win that fight. It wasn't a close fight. I had him getting washed in that fight. Personally, I had him getting completely taken out in that fight. Every fucking round I gave to Eleider Alvarez. Now, sure, you could gift him maybe 3 rounds. If you're feeling extremely generous, 4 rounds. Maybe. But losing 2/3 of the fight and then flurrying for 45 seconds left on the clock. You do a 5-second flurry. That doesn't win you the fucking fight. You laying one big shot in one round. It doesn't win you the fucking round. One shot that didn't even drop the man or even buckle his knees. He didn't even look hurt. So I just don't agree with that, man. John Pascal lost that fight. It wasn't close. He needs to fucking retire because he's not getting. Why would Sergey Kovalev and Andre Ward fight him at this point after that performance? You know what I'm saying? Fight somebody that's below, the top 10 in the division, because he's not beating any of those top 10 guys. Maybe a couple of them he could, but Sullivan Barrera, Andre Ward, Sergey Kovalev, he's not beating these guys. Sorry, it's a wrap. So, good job, Eleider Alvarez, for securing your mandatory spot for possibly the winner of Ward Kovalev too. So Elie Alvarez took the fight. He won. John Pascal got his ass kicked. Sorry, he did. Because he did absolutely nothing. His work rate sucked in that fight. And that's what it is.